Exactly. It's me, Bussy, and welcome back to Hot or Rot. And today we'll be breaking down the looks from the newly announced Drag Race UK versus the world. And along the way, we'll take a short stroll down memory lane through each contestant's past as it relates to the RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe. Girl, now we know why that Drag Race contract included the word galaxy. Next year, there'll be Drag Race on Mars at this rate. We've got a lot to cover today, but first, I'm excited to share that one of my goals this year is to do what's right for the environment and use less plastic throughout my household. And I'm taking the first step with today's video sponsor, Blueland, a new brand offering everyday products like hand soap in the form of nickel-sized refill tablets. Blueland is EPA certified, and their products are made without ammonia, VIC, soy and net, bleach, and parabens. Say goodbye to expensive $4, $5, and $6 single-use liquid hand soap bottles and say hello to $2 Blueland refill tablets packaged in plastic-free packaging. Less when you buy in bulk. Turns out big things do come in small packages. Here's how it works. Fill your Blueland Forever bottle with warm water, drop in your preferred scent, and use within minutes. No shaking or stirring required. I got the hand soap duo kit, which comes with 2 Forever hand soap bottles and 6 refill tablets, which already has a price savings built into it. And better yet, Blueland has partnered with me to save you 20% off your first Blueland kit. Just click the link in the description of my video to get 20% off your first Blueland kit. Thanks Blueland for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's shave the world. First up, in groups by country of origin order, we have Margaret Thatcher. No. A Frog Destroyer. No. The Queen of Brillo? It's Baga Chipz. This is Baga's second time competing in Drag Race, having finished 3rd back in UK season 1. Baga is a fierce competitor. We know that. I mean, she did have 3 wins in her original season: Downtown Draggy, Snatch Game, and the girl group Battle Royale. And obviously, as you know, specializes in acting and comedy. But she won't be the only funny queen with a big personality in this cast. In addition to bringing that great sense of humor, I think Baga's gonna need to show the judges that she has really polished and owned her craft. Specifically, all tea no shade, I am talking about those runways, which she promises in her promo are going to be much better this time. And yeah, please feel free to roast me for my British accent in the comments all you want. The look she is serving us in the promo is kind of giving me Beetleborg meets Mother Nature of the lizard people. And she's complimented this leafy little fantasy with some like pop girly hair and suspiciously some camo rain boots. I found it curious that she didn't just have a simple boot cover to go over these for this promo shot. So the boots I am going to rot, but Baga's look overall, I'm gonna give a hot. Next up, rounding out 2/3 of the Frog Destroyers in this cast, the artistry, Blue Hydrangea. Blue is probably best known for her beats. That mug is phenomenal. Untouchable. If this competition were another Painted with Raven, well, they'd already be giving Blue the crown. Blue originally finished in 5th place back on Drag Race UK season 1, but only finished with 1 challenge win, which was, of course, the girl group challenge with Baga and Davina. If you follow Blue on social media, you'll know that she's made quite the name for herself, of course, with the Frog Destroyers, but also just as an artist. As successful a career that Blue has had in the past couple of years, I would actually say that she has more to prove than her UK sisters on this season. Reason being because this is a cast of comedy queens, and we know the key to success is making RuPaul laugh. But will Blue tickle Bru's fancy this time around? Guess we'll see. Concerning her promo look, I think she is wearing, hands down, the most beautiful and intricately crafted look of the entire cast. She wrote on Instagram she was going for a She-Ra chromatica fantasy, and the look itself was actually created by a drag queen named Crimson, who you may recognize if you watched Painted with Raven, where they went by the name Matt. I really can't get over how stunning this look is from head to toe. Crimson, I'll take 5. This look is so hot. It's blue. You know, because like flames get like blue when they get hot and then white, I think. And our last British queen who's sharing her home and her hole with us this season, Cheryl Hole. And as excited as I am to see Miss Cheryl in this cast, I was actually surprised that the 3rd British UK queen here wasn't Davina. You know, considering she's like the 3rd member of the Frog Destroyers and was the runner-up on the original season. Who knows why Davina's not here, but I did see a little conspiracy theory floating around online talking about how the BBC specifically cast these 3 British queens because their first names spell out BBC. Anyway, back to Cheryl. I was dying in her little promo because they did these cards showing how many Maxi Challenge wins that each queen had, and it so beautifully illustrated how she had 0. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that big of a deal considering she still finished 4th, and may actually work in her favor because some of these queens like Baga with 3 wins in her belt may run into some problems where the judges are expecting certain things and she can't quite live up to what they're expecting. With Cheryl, anything can happen. And I don't know if y'all caught this in all of the chaos in that little Meet the Queens video, but the announcer was doing this insane reading of what was sometimes random quotes, and one of Cheryl's was this.
Up your bum, no babies.
And I just want to say, whichever gay intern was responsible for that, prison. Anyway, Cheryl's look is a fun reference, obviously, to Wonder Woman and I guess Captain America with this shield, and I think is a fun take on it. She's got like a little rhinestone heart around that bodice piece, giving me like some Care Bear vibes. And thank God she's prepared for anything with those knee pads. The look is hot, but I have to call shade here too. What is going on with the shoes that she paired with this outfit? Girl? I think Miss Cheryl and Baga thought that they were not going to be photographing these looks from the ankles down. But what do I know? Maybe shoes that don't match your outfit is a new British fashion thing. Next up, so shady. Our only queen from the Netherlands and runner-up of Drag Race Holland, Jacké. Now, this cast is full of fan favorite powerhouses, and I know Drag Race Holland wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but season 1 was really enjoyable, and if you haven't watched Janey on her original season, y'all don't even know what you're about to be up for. This bitch can compete. I have a feeling a lot of her peers and a lot of fans at home are gonna be writing her off a bit too soon, but she's a queen that can bring the runways, the maxi challenges, and the biting personality. She's definitely not a queen I'd want to face off with. The look she's wearing is giving me Aries, Ram, Huntress of the Forest vibes, signifying that she's ready to charge through the competition. The look she says was made by Mama Queen, her Drag Race Holland sister. I love all of the details complementing those ram horns on the belt, the shin guards, and in general I just really appreciate how cohesive she is in this promo. This look is hot. Next up, oh wow, it's Jimbo. She's a queen that, if you are not familiar, get ready to get scared and laugh. She's endlessly entertaining, good at her craft, and left Canada's Drag Race Season 1 both an underdog and a top performer, finishing in 4th place with 1 win in the Snatch Game. Maybe the most important win of them all. And before I discuss her look in this promo, I've got to say that Jimbo's glow up is maybe one of the best in Drag Race history. She always had her crazy concepts down, but my god, is it crazy what a little bit of technical practice with makeup will do. The bitch looks good. Now on to this look. It's interesting. It's giving me like a purple people eater Power Ranger, and I definitely think the top half of it is a lot stronger than the bottom half. I really like all the structure built into that purple balloon holder, and the gloves are fun, but I don't quite understand why she paired this look with the black knee-high pleaser boots. And I guess shoes are gonna be the Achilles heel of a lot of these promo looks, but that really is just me nitpicking because all these looks are so good that I have to look at the shoes. That's all I can even possibly critique these girls on. So similar to some of our UK queens, I'm gonna leave this look at a half hot, half rot. I will say of this entire cast, Jimbo is the one queen that I will be on the edge of my seat waiting to see how RuPaul reacts. Next up, I've heard you can find her puffy pics up on Reddit. Come through, it's Lemon. Lemon was so much fun and relatable to watch back on Canada's Drag Race Season 1 because she was that newer, greener queen who had a very distinct vision for her drag, but wasn't quite as polished as she is now. Girl, I don't know what is in that maple syrup up there, but these Canada girls got some major glow-ups. She finished 5th in Season 1 of Canada's Drag Race with 2 wins. I think 2 wins that she really didn't expect to get. Both were kind of comedy acting challenge related, whereas I think she really saw herself as more of a dancer or fashion queen. It's always nice when you find out you have hidden talents. In this promo look, she stuck to her signature color, yellow. And I will say sometimes I do get tired of entertainers leaning into the same shtick over and over or the same color palette, but there's something about lemon and yellow that I honestly never get tired of. The bitch looks good. She's giving us this like yellow and golden Mugler woman-esque bodice with fabric draped around her body, giving her a little skirt to finish off the silhouette. And yes, those are her real bare legs in this promo shot. That bitch. Lemon, this look is hot. Next up, always a bridesmaid. It's Jujubee. Wow. When I was looking at the rumored cast list, I sat there honestly thinking there is no damn way that this woman is gonna show up for a 5th round of Drag Race competition. 5th, of course, if you include Queen of the Universe. In terms of actual seasons of Drag Race, there was Season 2, All-Stars 1, and All-Stars 5, where she finished as a finalist each time. Despite her phenomenal runs on Drag Race, though, she only ever got one Maxi Challenge win, which was the one she was kind of randomly given with the little hotel room challenge, but she probably deserved many more. I think Juju is in a really great place in the Drag Race universe. I mean, she is a go-to staple of the franchise, so she's loved by them and is someone who is universally loved by the fans. Whichever new fans weren't familiar with her work got to fall in love with her recently in All-Stars 5, I think, most specifically with that Snatch Game performance she did as Eartha Kitt. There's been this meme going around of Juju wearing a Thanos glove that has all the little like gems which are representing all the seasons of Drag Race, Drag U, and Queen of the Universe that she's been in. I've been operating under the assumption that she has willingly participated in all of these things, but who knows? Juju, blink twice if you're okay. Now, concerning Juju's promo look for this season, I will say she is a queen who is not necessarily known for going all out on the promos. She always keeps a pretty low profile at this point during the seasons. But this look is, I think, one of her best promos. She looks damn gorgeous. She's giving us a little Robina hood fantasy, and I love how that leather-esque cape comes around the neck and then also attaches as a belt, cinching in her waist. It's a really great detail. Overall, this look is simple but effective and meets the brief, and I think it's hot. Next up, we knew and fell in love with her as Monique Hart, but she's entering UK versus the world as Mo Hart. This is Mo's 3rd time in the ring, having finished in 8th place back on season 10 and as a runner-up in All-Stars 4. Mo's name change definitely caught me off guard, and I've seen a lot of mixed reactions to the change, but to be fair, she didn't really have a chance to explain why she changed the name in the little Meet the Queens video. She did, however, give the fans some rationale in this Instagram story.
The reason I changed my name because I'm growing as an artist, right? And I believe that artists should always evolve and grow. And I just felt like I, as an individual, just want to give more heart, more love, more everything. And just for branding, it just makes sense to be just Mo. I also feel that my artistry is evolving into more of a gender fluid kind of non-binary. Like I've been working out a lot, you know what I mean?
And with something as dramatic as a name change, Mo isn't going to please all of the fans, but I do think it's important that we give artists some space to grow and change as time moves on. And Mo was yet another well-rounded queen. She got 3 Maxi Challenge wins back in All-Stars 4 for the variety show, improv, and an acting challenge. Mo's promo look is also incredibly strong. She leaned in more to the royalty side of where this promo theme could go than the standard superhero idea that many of the other queens went for. She's wearing a beautiful set of gold feathers, a crown on her head, giving me some like Nefertiti, Queen of Egypt vibes, and she's carrying a scepter. She looks incredibly powerful and commanding the room, and I hope that that is just a taste of the power that we're gonna see from Mo this entire season. This look is 24 karat gold. I think it's hot. And in Mo's Meet the Queen interview, she mentions that this is her last lap in the RuPaul's Drag Race race. Race?
Wow. Race?
And I think her saying that is communicating to the fans and herself that she needs to take this very seriously. And hopefully that pays off. And our final queen of the world, Pangina Heels. Now, as you undoubtedly know, Pangina was a judge on Drag Race Thailand season 1 and 2. And we've had several queens in the Drag Race universe go from contestant to judge, but never from judge to contestant. It's a new pathway. And I've gotta say, I thought about this a lot. My first reaction was, oh, that's not gonna be fair. I mean, she was a judge. She's probably gonna have some special treatment. She may even have some behind the scenes knowledge that could help her in these challenges. But then again, I realized that many of these other queens have competed in several different seasons, and they know their way around a lot of these challenges from the inside a lot better than Pangina does just from the outside. And as to why this happened, I think the biggest reason they're allowing Pangina to compete here is because Drag Race Thailand hasn't had another season in a while, and as a judge, you can only really show off so much of your drag in certain ways. Competing will allow her to get a huge fan base and show us what she can do in terms of acting, comedy, singing, who knows? And if you're totally unfamiliar with Pangina, here's some of her looks from her Instagram. This bitch is a stunner. You'll get lost in the beauty, both as a drag queen and out of drag. What? It's not a crime to look. She's the one posting thirst traps. Back to the look. Pangina, as I said, is a stunner, and this look is no exception. She's giving me futuristic medieval space woman vibes. And compared to the rest of the queens in this lineup, I have to point out that she took her look to a much more fashion place than many of the other queens who I would say kind of stayed in the more campy world. Pangina's look, perfectly executed and hot. Now, as for my final thoughts on this season, just looking at the caliber of the cast, I can tell you, going to be an incredible season. Also, little fun fact, every single queen, aside from Pangina, of course, finished 5th or higher in their original season, and I don't think we've had a season cast like that since All-Stars 2. Or 1, maybe. Someone do the math on that, let me know in the comments below. And more than just being excited for this cast, I think I'm most excited to see how these huge personalities, who are excellent drag queens and competitors in the competition that is RuPaul's Drag Race, how are they going to react to each other? And how are these different styles of humor going to play off each other in things like the Snatch Game? Girl, all I know is I will be holding on tight to my tuck. As always though, please let me know what you're thinking down in the comments below. Let me know who you're rooting for and who had your favorite look of the promos. And finally, my hottest hot of these promo looks goes to Blue Hydrangea. I also asked my patrons to vote on their hottest hot, and this week they've chosen Blue Hydrangea. And finally, I want to say thanks to you for watching today's video. Today's video sponsor, Blueland. Make sure to check them out using the link in the description of this video to save 20% off your first kit. And I also want to say thanks to my generous patrons who make my channel possible and give a special shout out to Lark, Alial, Angel, Cyrus, Felicia, Hector Simancas, JB Jeffrey, Joseph, Josh Marchant, JP in Dallas, Laura, Lisette, Matthew Burns, Matthew Bauer, Maxie LaWow, Miss F, Neely, Scooby Snacks, Sailor, Steven, Tom Jaco, Tom Young, Topher, Triton, Wheelie, and Yeeji, who are all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier. See y'all later. Love ya.